This is my second guest speaking video, and I'm going to talk about Peter Holloway, who was a retired financial advisor. He came in and he talked to us about financing and advising financing and how to get on the board of a charity. First things first, I want to say he said he was in the Rotary Club, which I think was really cool. Summer Bridge was talking about trying to convince the Rotary Club to come in and read to the children. So that was very convenient that we just talked about that while talking through Summer Bridge, that we wanted that to happen. And I thought it was really cool because he said he was on the Rotary Club. Anyways, he talked about characteristics of getting someone on the board to recognize you. And these were someone that's passionate, willing to ask for money, someone who's got a good work ethic, someone with a specific talent that they need, someone with good decision-making skills, someone that's great at budgeting or asking for ideas or very creative. He mentions that budgeting is really important because it's very easy to get lost in the financial trouble. And he also said if you are on the board, try not to get involved with hiring because sometimes that's very awkward. If someone that works for you asks for someone else that they know to get a job, it can be a very awkward conversation. He also talked about the different positions on the board, which I found very interesting. That's what I learned. He talked about how the chairman runs the meetings, treasury runs the money, and secretary takes the minutes. I don't know if we probably do have a secretary for Summer Bridge. I know my sister's the treasurer for that. My mom's the chairman of it. So I just found that interesting to talk about. He also talked about how to run a charity, which personally, I don't think this meeting was needed unless you are trying to start a charity yourself, unfortunately. He talked about how you need to make a charity, you need to focus on promotions, what you're doing with the law, what you're doing within the law and the bylaws, and how you run your organization. You know, accountant, space, ransomwares, employees, special insurance, and mission statements. We do have a mission statement. We have space, we have employees, I don't think we have specific insurance. Again, we're not a charity, so again, this doesn't specifically pertain to me, but I mean, it kind of does. And he talked about how important it is to volunteer places. Personally, I volunteer a lot of places, especially since I've been a kid. I just named 2 during the meeting because I didn't really want to get into it all that much, but I do agree volunteering for your community is very important. Again, I don't think this really pertains to us. Peter Holloway is speaking unless we wanted to start the charity ourselves. But it was interesting to hear the different ways to start and run a charity. So